2023's biggest IPO is right around the corner, and it promises to potentially reignite a stagnant market for new listings. But can you actually profit from this giant event? Let's dive deep into everything that you need to know about the upcoming IPO of SoftBank's ARM Holdings Limited. For those a little out of the loop, ARM Holdings is the giant whose technology powers the devices many of us use daily. In a year when the IPO market seems like it's been in hibernation, ARM's upcoming IPO in September is the name that's keeping Wall Street buzzing with anticipation. Known more for its prowess in phone chips and the promise of AI computing, ARM's IPO might be the largest this year. SoftBank made the acquisition of ARM in 2016 for $32 billion. NVIDIA submitted a $40 billion takeover offer in 2020, but regulators blocked the transaction, given concerns over the potential concentration of power in the tech sector. Combining ARM's CPUs with NVIDIA's graphics prowess would have potentially created a tech behemoth with an outsized influence over the industry. Such dominance could stifle innovation and raise barriers for other players, ultimately impacting consumers and the tech ecosystem. SoftBank is now planning to raise $8 to $10 billion in early September in a transaction that would value ARM at $60 to $70 billion. Still, it may also opt to raise less capital and retain a greater ownership interest in the company. ARM's IPO is not only a big event by 2023 standards, it can potentially become the third largest IPO in history for a tech company, lagging only Alibaba's $25 billion in 2014 and Meta's $16 billion in 2012 when it was known as Facebook. Now, suppose ARM's public debut is a success. In that case, it may help to rejuvenate an IPO market that's been sluggish and inspire other big names to advance or reevaluate their IPO strategies. The aggressive stances from the Federal Reserve, looming threats of global recessions, and the recent Treasury yield hikes have made investors cautious, discouraging companies from moving forward with their plans of going public. Only 104 companies raised money through an IPO on US exchanges so far in 2023, which is much lower than the 181 IPOs of 2022, or the record set in 2021 with 1,035 new listings. So why is there so much buzz around ARM's IPO, and what makes them unique? Although ARM also designs GPUs, its main business is the design of CPUs, and its technology is used in essentially every modern smartphone. During the last year, over 260 enterprises had adopted ARM-based processors, counting among them tech giants like Alphabet, Amazon, Advanced Micro Devices, and Qualcomm. To date, they've shipped 250 billion ARM-based chips. That's not just volume, it's proven market demand. ARM's technology gained popularity in mobile devices primarily because of its impressive energy efficiency, a crucial factor given the significant importance of prolonging phone battery life. But ARM differentiates itself because, unlike other semiconductor giants, it doesn't produce its processors. It profits by licensing its innovative designs to firms that incorporate these processors in their products. And this licensing model makes them more profitable than your average semiconductor firm. Over the past 3 years, ARM's gross margin has consistently approached an impressive 95%. This type of gross margin stands out even in the tech industry. Most of their operational expenses include research and development and staffing costs, which is not surprising given their business model. In 2022, ARM posted a net profit of $524 million on revenues of $2.68 billion. That's close to a 20% net margin. Their 3-year earnings compound annual growth rate stands at 16.2%. Not the most stunning, but it is consistent and resilient, considering that the global chip industry battles sales decline and inventory surpluses. Top line-wise, ARM did record a drop in revenues of 1% last year as the smartphone market experienced slowing demand. Even stalwarts like Apple have seen slowing iPhone demand. But while ARM is primarily known as the hidden genius behind every smartphone's chip design, its reach extends far beyond our mobile screens. It's now focusing on advanced computing, especially the AI-intensive chips for data centers, a market with lucrative potential. And with giants like Amazon adopting ARM-based chips due to their efficiency, it's evident there's enormous potential here. And with the current excitement around the adoption of AI, the company's future looks promising if it can continue to innovate and help power the AI boom. In this ongoing AI revolution, it is essential for companies to use the right processors to power complicated algorithms. ARM is confident that each processor it crafts is meticulously designed to supercharge the AI and machine learning technologies it underpins. While ARM's processors are already recognized for driving these avant-garde technologies, the company is continually innovating, integrating fresh features that significantly enhance the speed at which these algorithms operate. In simple terms, ARM believes they're right at the center of making the AI future brighter and smarter. ARM's focus on innovation is built into its DNA. 80% of ARM's workforce is dedicated to research, design, and technical innovation. That's around 4,800 specialists out of their 5,900 global professionals. They hold over 6,800 patents, with another 2,700 pending. This kind of intellectual property gives them a significant competitive edge and plenty of licensing opportunities. We believe that ARM is a powerhouse in the tech sector and a solid prospect for investors. For investors targeting long-term gains, ARM's fundamentals and growth potential make it worth a deeper dive. And given the bullish sentiment on artificial intelligence chips and generative AI, this might be the boost that the waning IPO market desperately needs. Considering that the total amount raised this year through IPOs in the US is only $14.4 billion, ARM's $8 to $10 billion upcoming capital raise in comparison looks gigantic. Speaking of giants, major tech titans are rumored to be backing ARM and stand ready to purchase a substantial portion of the shares offered before the company goes public, which is a clear testament to ARM's potential. The reported list includes the likes of Alphabet, Apple, Microsoft, Samsung, TSMC, Intel, and even Nvidia. Although official confirmations are still pending, the sheer gravity of this lineup underlines ARM's importance in the tech landscape. Interestingly, the list isn't just made up of ARM's customers and includes some of its competitors. This broad spectrum of potential backers signals a unique convergence of interests, with both allies and rivals keen on getting a piece of ARM's promising future. The tech industry's landscape is constantly evolving, and ARM's IPO is set to be a watershed moment in 2023. With the technology that powers most of our everyday devices, a focus on AI's future, and backing from some of the industry's most prominent players, ARM is positioned at the nexus of innovation and investment opportunity. The backing of major industry players, both allies and competitors, underscores ARM's influential role in shaping the tech landscape of tomorrow. If you're keen on catching the wave of 2023's biggest IPO, now's the time to do your homework and determine if ARM's positioning in the AI and semiconductor sectors could add value to your portfolio. Dive deeper, weigh the risks, and consult with a financial advisor. We're curious, based on what you've heard about ARM, do you consider it a solid addition to your portfolio? And which aspect of their business model excites you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated with the latest developments on ARM's IPO and other market trends, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and tap the notification bell. And if this analysis offered you value, go ahead and hit the like button and share with fellow investors. Thanks for watching.